Welcome back. It is exactly 8:55 a.m. and we're now going to be talking to Chief Researcher from the Benchmarks Foundation, and that, of course, is you, David van Wyk. A very good morning to you. Welcome to the program, and we are looking at from gold to ghost towns, the hidden economy of illegal and repurposed mines. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having us on the show, and good morning to your viewers.
David, this isn't an issue that is unique to. I know we're going to be talking about what's happened at the Sheba Gold Mine in Barberton, but this is not a unique situation to South Africa, very especially in the gold belt, if I could refer it to that, from the East Rand, right, going right through to the West Rand, Carltonville, and beyond. And whom do we, why do we suppose we're sitting in this situation?
Well, we're in this situation because large scale industrial gold mining in South Africa has been in decline for the last 30 years, so to speak. And in the process, thousands of mines have been abandoned. Um, it's illegal to abandon a mine, but when big companies find mines no longer profitable, they sell them off to smaller companies who then cut costs in order to make the mines profitable. And in the process of cost cutting, they retrench thousands of workers and so on. At the end of the day, the mine ends up with someone who doesn't have the resources to close and rehabilitate that mine. And so we sit with a situation where tens of thousands of workers have lost their jobs over the last 30 years. They come from labor sending areas in Lesotho, Mozambique, Zimbabwe, and elsewhere, Eastern Cape. And when they go back to where they come from, there are no jobs for them. For the last 150 years, generation after generation.
Okay, we seem to have lost our guest. We've lost that connection. Let's try and reconnect. But let me also remind you that the second hour of News and Views is sponsored by African Muslims Agency. And also reminder once again that every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we take a listen to the Fired Up series with Hafiz Imran Chunara, who is a personal excellence mentor and CEO of Africa Muslims Agency. So do stand by. We are going to try and reconnect with David van Wyk regarding the issue on Zamazamas, and particularly the matter around 400 illegal miners who remained currently underground at the Sheba Gold Mine in Barberton. Nearly 500 were arrested as a part of Operation Valam Godi. But let's see if we can get him back online.
Rejuvenating media day by day. This is Salam Media.
We love our beloved so much. A man we've never seen. Alhamdulillah, she said love for him. It's such a beautiful experience. I feel like my heart was left behind in Medina. Every step, every minute I took there was absolutely surreal, and the experience was beyond amazing. Your heart is within. It's meant to be there. I think Arafat was mind-blowing. I can't even tell you the feeling of being on the plains of Arafat, alhamdulillah, so surreal, like being standing there felt like a dream. I was so honored to be Allah's guest. Being so close to our beloved was a dream come true. Alhamdulillah, may Allah bring me back over and over.
Dear Sister Nadia Muhammad Kujaj, sharing her magical Hajj moments with
Salam
us.
Media, a global voice for humanity.
This August, history meets the headlines. Join Ali Abu Nima, co-founder and director of the Electronic Intifada, and Abu Bakr Abed, journalist and voice from Gaza, as they take the stage for a powerful South African media tour. 3 cities, 1 urgent conversation. From Cape Town to Durban to Johannesburg, experience first-hand accounts, deep analysis, and a compelling look at Palestine beyond the sound bites. Live in South Africa from the 21st of August to 30th of August 2025. Be a part of Salam Media's media tour with Ali Abunima and Abu Bakr Abed as they engage with you in panel discussions, media briefings, and public forums. Open to all who care about the truth, justice, and global solidarity. Be part of the conversation, be part of the change.
Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media.
لا تقل لوحدي أو كيف السبيل.
Humanity sets the agenda.
تصنع المستحيل.
It's just gone 1 minute after 9 o'clock, and a reminder once again that this hour is brought to you by African Muslims Agency. But we will continue our discussion via the telephone with Benchmarks Foundation, the chief researcher, and that, of course, is you, David van Wyk. Sorry about that bad connection, but thankfully we have you back on the telephone. Good morning once again and welcome. We lost you whilst you were giving us the background to the situation of the proliferation of zamazamas in South Africa along the Gold Belt.
Yes, I was talking about the fact that large-scale mining is in steep decline and thousands of workers get retrenched all the time. Thousands of workers have lost their jobs in the last 30 years. These people go back to labor-sending areas which have been deprived of labor for the last 150 years to mining in South Africa, drawing them out of the labor-sending areas, which are the surrounding countries in the Eastern Cape, of course. The underdevelopment of those areas means that people have no jobs in those areas. And so for generations, they've been coming to South Africa to come and work on the mines. And we have this inflow of people coming in to South Africa to come and operate in our mines. And when the mines retrench them, they often don't, there's no obligation on the employer to pay out their pensions and unemployment benefits on severance. People are expected to apply for their pensions and other benefits when they leave. Very often people are semi-literate and illiterate, and they therefore are unable to meet the complexities of acquiring their money. And the living out allowance that is there on mines is very, very problematic because they've also been living in informal settlements around the mines for many years as well. So they find themselves trapped in South Africa, and suddenly they become illegal immigrants. And then that puts them in a situation where either they starve or they go back into the mine, and then they do go back into the mine and they get into trouble. But very often it's also operated by syndicates who have a situation of parallel operations in existing mines, ghost workers and so on, who the police never go after. They always go after the mine workers, but not the syndicates. I'm sorry, I have to go to another interview now in a minute. We'll have to cut it short here, unfortunately.
Okay, so very quickly, we do know that 400 illegal miners remain underground.
Very good, thank you. Say again?
The 400 illegal miners, what is their fate? That remain underground at the Sheba Gold Mine in Barberton.
I think.
Okay, that line's very bad. We'll have to pick up on the story tomorrow. Thank you for bearing with us. It is exactly 4 after 9 o'clock. Let's go for an ad break. And then we'll be joined by our next interview. We also remind you that we're going to take a listen to the Fired Up series with Hafiz Imran Chunara in a little while in the first 15 or 20 minutes of the show this morning.